Question for you. What's the weirdest or most unusual adjunct you've ever seen or tried in a beer? How about this for starters? Prawns and tomato in a prawn cocktail IPA? Would you try it? Yes, Rasco and Disco Beer Review with me, Disco, coming at you with another beer video. Once again, I'm out and about up here at Forsenden Farm and Perivale Brewery for their brand new Prawn Cocktail IPA. Yes, it's not some kind of April Fool's joke, unlike the last prawn beer we saw, that Northern Monk Prawn Cocktail Crisps, Prawn Cocktail Ghosts. This is a 5% IPA, and yes, it does contain prawns. I might have thought they were joking as well, if it weren't for the fact that I helped shell 2 kilograms of North Atlantic prawns to go into the brew. Just the prawn shells, you understand? The body of the prawns just provided a really nice lunch on brew day. However, it's unusual, I admit, and it's raised a lot of talking points up here at the brewery on the last tap day. It's kind of a little taste of the sea without actually tasting of the sea, or fish, or prawns, for me anyway. Other people have said they can taste the prawns. So I have had a pint of this before, so this is a kind of review after the fact. But let's dive in and let's have a little look. Now, once again, for me, some people have said they can smell the prawns on the aroma. I personally don't get any of that. To me, it smells like a fruity, hazy IPA, which is what it is. There's some sort of there's a kind of tropical fruit note to the aroma on the edge. Maybe merest hint of salinity comes through a little bit. But it's on the taste where things start to develop. Cheers. So yeah, for me, on the initial, I get a kind of fruit note, grapefruit initially, but a kind of pink sweet grapefruit. Nothing harsh about it, I always bang on about hops and how they taste like grapefruit. Well, this does, but not in any harsh manner. There's some fruity grapefruit. There's a little bit of tropical fruit going on. Oh, hang on a minute. There we go. And I've seen people do that, and I've just had it where the salinity comes through fairly late on, almost catches you by surprise. There's a salt note to it and a savoury flavour. Maybe that's where people get the prawns a bit late on. Some people have said a toffee note, and I can see what they mean because there's a kind of sweetness there. There isn't actually tomato in this beer. It's a tomato paste. It does, I think, give a sort of slight fruity, unripe tomato kind of thing going on, as well as helping with the savoury note. I'm still not getting fish. The first review I saw this over the weekend was from this guy.
Des bières aux saveurs insolites et ça fait super longtemps que j'en ai pas goûté une. Mais celle que je vais goûter aujourd'hui va au-delà de tout ce que j'ai goûté jusqu'à présent. Et cette bière, la voici, c'est une bière aux crevettes. Oui, aux crevettes, ou plus particulièrement au Prawn Cocktail. Vous savez, cette entrée de crevettes avec une sauce Marie-Rose, je m'en suis mis un petit peu sur les doigts. Et j'ai les doigts qui sentent la crevette, c'est vraiment dégueu. Qui parmi vous oserait la goûter, à part moi? Ça sent très bon en tout cas. Et c'est vrai qu'elle a un petit goût de crevette. En tout cas, une chose est sûre, c'est la bière la plus insolite que j'ai goûtée jusqu'à présent. Je vais la finir, mais comme on dit, j'en boirai pas des litres.
Now, I still don't get that prawn aroma. There's still not much on the taste, but there's definitely that salinity on the after effects. and then the grapefruit pops up again. Sort of sweet, fleshy kind of grapefruit. Smattering of other tropical fruits from the hops. That'll be, because I've forgotten what hops they actually are. Yes, I know. For all I go on about not liking citra-hopped beers, it seems I completely forgot and missed, and surprisingly liked a citra-hopped beer here. Anyway, moving swiftly on. See, I'm drinking it fair quick. I'm going back for more. It's one of those that I'm still looking for the prawns. I'm trying to find it there. But yeah, a lot of people asking generally, really prawns? What does it do? What can you taste? And yeah, I can't taste prawns, but the salinity, that taste of the C note comes through. There's also lactose in it that helps with the creaminess, the body feel, a bit like Mary Rose sauce from an actual prawn cocktail starter. But none of those flavors necessarily come through with a prawn cocktail. It's just the merest hints of it. It's a really nice fruity IPA alongside that with those bouncing off those savoury kind of notes. At least it looks good on the plastic. Hesitate to say glass as always, but it's a good thick chunky glass. It's quite a thick chunky kind of body of a beer. It's a bit of an experiment. In fact, experiment is what Perivale are putting on the bottle. It's the first of a new line of unusual adjuncted beers. It's not the first unusual adjunct beer. It's not the most unusual adjunct. This is, but that's a story for another video. Doing beers with unusual adjunct is not new to Perivale. It's kind of a running theme. But this is the first time we've kind of badged it up. It's done in small batches on the smaller kit. See what people think, making use of the foraged ingredients around the farm in the woods here at Horsenden, and putting them into beers and seeing what works. Might be that some doesn't. This one definitely does. I mean, it's still not that unusual, as I say, because as I've said to people, oyster stout is a thing. It's an actual thing, and quite, a historic kind of beer style. I mean, we've got some of that too. We actually put 10 oysters in the oyster stout. I haven't managed to do a review of that yet, but it's in bottle, so I'll give that a go at some point if I can. So prawns, probably not that unusual, but it's a good talking point. It's a fun beer. I don't think it's a gimmick. It is just definitely an experiment, seeing what works. Whether it becomes a kind of regular staple beer or not, that's another matter. But it's definitely, I would say it's divisive, because people have been talking about it, and there was a few people at the weekend going, nah, not having any of that. I don't know, what do you reckon? Would you try it? I'm all up for kind of mad stuff like that. And as I say, I don't think it's even the maddest beer. It actually makes sense. And I'm enjoying it, so I'm going to keep going. Maybe I'll see you up here at some point for a pint of it, or any of the others that we got on the bar. Let me know in the comments what's your weirdest adjunct that you've ever seen or tried in a beer, and would you try Prawn Cocktail IPA? I've been Disco, a Rascal and Disco beer review. Until the next one, cheers and enjoy the beers, whatever they contain. I provide my own crisps. Yeah, melts.